What is going on, everybody? This is Mr. ML Hats, PHC. No, I don't know what I'm doing with my hands. I have lotion on them because of all this Corona beer situation. So I just kind of keep rubbing the lotion into my hands. I know it's dumb, but whatever. Here, today I say this. Oh my God, I must say this like every single video. But I have another special video. And I know I say this part a lot as well. And I mean, this is a special video. I mean, if you guys had a nickel for every time I said special, maybe you guys could use my Hat Club link so I get that small commission. Boom! Transition! What do you guys think? Pretty good, actually. Pretty good. I thought that worked out great. Anyways, guys. So, a lot of you guys know that have been watching me for a while. You guys know that the way I got into hat collecting, long story short, minor league's first T-ball team got me into wanting to know more about the minor leagues, got me into the logos, everything. So the original goal originally was simple. Collect one hat from every MLB team. And I always said, okay, when I travel to the stadiums, that is when I'll get the hat. No sooner. That way, you know, I've always been into hat collecting, but it was on a lower scale. Obviously, I wasn't trying to chase like hats galore. So it's like one hat when I go to the stadium, so I have that memory of getting it from the stadium. After a while, I'm like, man, there's some really good hats. And then T-ball got T-ball. Fucking hey, dude, he's that old already, dude. Minor leagues got into T-ball, and he was on the lug nuts, and that sparked it. And then when I started working in the bail bonds business, had a couple extra little dollars there, a couple little extra, and I just started looking into more hats, and I was getting into the minor league baseball teams. And next thing I set out to do was low-key, I wanted to try to get one hat from every AAA team. And then once I did that, I'm like, okay, one hat from every AA team. Okay, one hat from every high A team, one hat from every low A, one hat for every short season team. Yeah. I want to get one hat from every minor league team. And after, oh shoot, well, I guess since minor leagues is 17, and I started this back when he was, I believe it was 5 or 6. That was when I first got my first minor league team, the Lansing Lugnuts hat. I have completed the journey with the last 3 hats. I have to give a huge shout out to a couple people. One shout out obviously has to go to the Cat Broker, or TE2 Logistics. He posts a lot of hats on Instagram, so go hit him up on Instagram, because over the years I've gotten a couple hats from him. I know a lot of people have gotten a couple hats from him, and it was nice that he posted one of the hats that I needed. I was able to get it, and to complete my goal of getting one hat from every team. Now the second hat that I will show you is well, I'm not really going to show you second or whatever. I am going to save that one for the third, because technically that was the last hat I needed. But another hat, I should say, that I'm going to show you, I needed the hat because the team had rebranded, and I had the original hat, but I was trying to get one hat from all the current teams, and I have gotten all the hats from the past teams when I first started collecting, with the exception of the High Desert Mavericks. I wasn't able to get that, but I don't count that because they're no longer here, and I wasn't hard into collecting, but eventually I'll get that. It's like having the Battle Creek Michigan's hat. Like, okay, the team was around, it really wasn't around that long, and it wasn't really around when I started collecting hats, but I did pick it up eventually. So that's kind of how I look at the High Desert Mavericks. But getting sidetracked, as always, sounds very familiar, somebody I know. But anyways, so one of the other hats that I picked up was a rebranded team and I was hoping that it would fall up on lids because this was the first year that they started using the name, and it might even be a collector's item already because it will possibly be known as the team that never played, but they've spent all that money to rebrand. So give you the little story on that here in just a second. And the last hat, I had a lot of help with this hat. If it wasn't for this one individual, and I'm going to be honest, I don't know who he is. I know his name and everything, but I'm going to tell you, I don't know who he is. We never really conversed on Instagram. And for him to reach out to me and to offer to help me get this hat, to go out of his way to get this hat, all I can say is thank you so much. And the reason why is because I'll tell you in just a second for everything. So without further ado, guys, let's get on to the 3 hats that we're going to be talking about, and let's go. I completed the set, so you want to stay tuned to see what they are. Last hats in the minor league set for ML Hats PHC. Let's go! Alright guys, the first hat. This one I'm going to show you. This is third from the last. From the Cap Broker / I think it's TE2 Logistics, I think. I'm sorry, dude. I'll post his Instagram right here so you guys can give him a follow right there. I'm going to take a picture for you guys. Anyways, we got, bam, the Batava Muck Dogs. I did talk a little bit about this hat when I did do the unboxing. Please go check out the previous videos. Long story short, I was in Syracuse, bought some tickets, drove over to Batavia. They weren't actually playing, bought the tickets for a wrong day, had to drive all the way back to New York, and I never got the hat, and the team store was closed. Also, the funny part about this hat, and I didn't mention this before, when minor leagues was in T-ball, this was actually one of the T-ball team names that they also had. They had the Muck Dogs, and they also had it. They weren't known as the Savannah Gnats, but they would just call themselves the Gnats, and they're no longer around. And I never got a Savannah Gnats hat either, so that's not counted in the collection. But if I ever see one, I will get a Savannah Gnats hat. But they had the Batava Muck Dogs back when he was playing T-ball. Got this from the Cap Broker for a great price. And it looks freaking awesome. They did have these when the minor league baseball did their timeline series. Fits great. I love the colorway with the black and the red crown on it. Now, it is a mud dog. Not really sure what a mud dog is, but I really like the logo. It looks like he's digging in the dirt, or it's tar, I guess. I'm going to say it's dirt, maybe mud. Got a couple baseballs right there. Looks like he's breaking over the little fence right there. Got a little fierce dog. I'm assuming it's a dog, or it's a canine relative or something of that nature. If you live in the New York area, you might know what a muck dog is. Maybe a little bit better, or the backstory on it, but check that out. It is freaking awesome. Has a great underbrim. We all know that the underbrim craze is on. Got a red and black and white minor league little dude. Red New Era flag. Made in China, and it's 100% wool. Fits good. This is why I wear 7 5/8 now, because if I wore 7 1/2, probably most of my hats would never fit. So Batava Muck Dogs, freaking awesome. Obviously, as you guys can see, it just had the one sticker. No, that's all the stickers. I always take off the price tag, and I don't even know if this came with the price tag. So freaking awesome. Thank you very much to, I believe it's TE2 Logistics. Like I said, I'll post his Instagram picture, or I've already posted his Instagram picture. If you guys want to go give him a follow on Instagram. I want to say this was the hardest hat to get. And it kind of wasn't, but at least with Batavia, I could have gotten at one other place. There is another place out of Cooperstown, New York called Mickey's. They did have the Batavia Muck Dogs hat, so I had an alternative option, and I could have went there, but I was lucky enough to see it on the Cat Brokers page. That's what he was formerly known as, so it's a little bit easier to say. The Cat Brokers page, so I hit him up first, and it was a little bit cheaper in a sense. But with that being said, so the next hat we're going to take a look at, it was one of the hardest hats for me to try to find, especially at the end of my collection. That this probably was the hardest hat because one, it's a basic hat. Two, the team had taken their online store down. Lids has never had this hat on their website. New Era has not had this hat. Hat Club has not done a remake of this hat, probably because of licensing right and all that stuff. So Mickey's didn't have this hat, and I had never seen anybody post it on Instagram, or I might have missed it, but nobody was, you know, looking to sell it if they did post it anyway. So had this gentleman named Kyle O'Tronic 5000 / Kyle K, that's his name, on Instagram. I'll post this picture right there for you guys. But he contacted me after I posted a message for help, looking for somebody to please try to help me. I was trying to reach out to the for a little help. Hey, can you guys help me get this hat to complete my collection? I'm getting very close. I need 2 hats left at that point. Can you please help me? I ain't your back. Called them up. Somebody mentioned, hey, give them a call. All right, great idea. I don't know why I didn't think of that. Call them up. Hey, my name is... I'm looking to get one of your guys's... Can you guys please give me a call? You have my phone number. Nothing. And I'm thinking, okay, well, maybe it's because, one, you got this COVID thing going on. It is not technically the season, but they should have somebody in the office. They are about to get going, potentially. Obviously, we already knew what was going to happen. But, I mean, I've ordered stuff from minor league stores a few times this year, and they've sent the stuff out. So they do say that they're only in the office a couple times during the week. So I'm like, okay, it'll be a couple days. Didn't hear nothing back. Called again, didn't hear nothing back. Anyways, Kyle O'Tronic 5000 sent me a message when I posted the picture. And he said, hey, I'm going down that way in about a month, or at the end of the month I should say, for vacation. I could swing by the team shop. I could see if they're open, and I can see if I could help you out. I didn't really take it too much to heart per se, because one, I've never conversed with him before or anything like that. So I'm like, you know how people are. For me, I've had a lot of people tell me they're going to do things or they're going to give me things, and they just don't follow through. And I'm not the kind of person that's going to, like, you know, chase you down per se. Says, hey, what about that deal you're going to give me, that hat you're going to give me, that money you're going to give me, you said you're going to give me these tickets. That's just not me. I mean, if you have intentions of doing something for me and you do it, that's even more better. That shows me what kind of person you are. I didn't know what to think about it, so I said, okay, cool, that would be freaking awesome if you could do that. I told him thank you, and I can't remember if we really conversed that much for the rest of the month. Because I didn't, like I said, I didn't really know him. I didn't know who he was or anything about him. I've never seen him on my YouTube channel, as anybody in the commentary section or anything like that. So towards the end of the month, he's like, "Hey, I'm good. Did you ever get a hold of?" I said, "No, I didn't." I called back again. He's like, "I'm gonna be going down there like later this week or in a couple days. Talk to them before at the team store, so I'm gonna go down and check it out and see if I can help you out with that hat." Awesome, freaking awesome, thank you. So I'm getting a little more excited because it feels like it's real, because he contacted me again. You know, I didn't bug him or nothing. He calls me up and he's like, "Dude, I got the hat for you." He sent me a picture. He's like, "But I'm on vacation. I'll send it like next week." No worries, dude. Kyle K. Dude, don't worry, dude. Send it in freaking 2 weeks. I don't care, dude. Have fun on your vacation. There's nothing I could really say except for thank you, thank you, thank you. And top it off, while he was on vacation, he sent me another message. He's like, "Hey, I found a post office in the area. I'm sending you your hat." And this was like 2 days after you got it, maybe even the next day. I want to say it was like 2 days. And he's like, "I'm sending you your hat." And I'm like, "Are you Kyle K? I don't know you, but man, dude, thank you so freaking much, dude. If there's anything I can ever help you out with, a hat that I can try to help you get, let me know, man. I will help you out as best I can. You guys do know, since I do work at the Blue Store, I can sometimes get hats that are a little more harder to get or a little more exclusive. Not all of them, of course, but I do my best to help out folks when they're having trouble finding a hat in any way I can, of course, obviously. And I do my travels sometimes. Not as much as my buddy Buzz Hat King, but I do my travels sometimes. So I'm always looking to try to find hats or whatever for people that might have trouble finding hats. So Kyle Otronic 5000. If it wasn't for you, I would have never completed the set. Bam! The Princeton Rays. And the main reason I wanted this one, I'm sure they have an alternate one, but I got the Tampa Bay Rays one with the TB and the Rays. And then they have another one. I have no freaking clue where it's at, but it's basically the logo with the Ray on it. So there's nothing crazy about it. It looks like it's Parent Club with the P and the Ray right there. Freaking awesome. That's a tattoo on the elbow there. Navy, of course. Black underbrim. Freaking awesome. Made in the United States with imported material. So for you guys that love that kind of stuff, there you go. And you have your light blue and navy minor league little guy. So freaking a Kyle K. Seriously, when I got this hat from Kyle, I was grinning ear to ear because, like I said, I've been trying to get this hat way before this point. And seriously, Kyle K, freaking awesome. Can't thank you guys so much. Go hit him up on Instagram, give him a follow. Thank you so much, Kyle K. Freaking awesome. So once Kyle sent me this hat and I had officially received it in the mail to put it on the inventory, I hit up the Final Team website. And this was the one that I had gotten already before, but then they rebranded. Now they may never play a game in this name or in this uniform at all. I'm not sure about what the situation is with the team, but with no minor league baseball this year, 40 teams are going to disband. I believe it's after this year, maybe after the 2021 season, but this year is really killing the minor league teams, so they may never play. So I had to order. Plus, this completed the set. But we got, bam, the Norwich Sea Unicorns, formerly known as the Connecticut Tigers. This is the rookie ball team for the Detroit Tigers, obviously. And they do have a couple of different alternate ones, but as you guys know, I like color, so I went with the yellow brim and the navy crown. And it's a sea unicorn. That's what they're calling it. He's on an anchor. He's got a unicorn horn, a captain's hat, and the anchor he's wrapped around between his head and his tail. And it looks like he's got, I guess his tail's moving around, or that's supposed to be water, or he's got cuts on his body. I'm not really sure. He's got his little like spots on him, whatever they're called. The logo's a good logo. I feel like it could be a little childish. I'm sure there's a little bit more of a backstory on the Norwich Sea Unicorns, which is obviously a mouthful as a minor league team. I think it's a fun logo, but I don't know. I feel like some of these minor league teams, when they're rebranding, they're getting kind of cartoonish, and I do like that in a sense sometimes, but I feel like they should have more of a they need to have an alternate hat that looks a little more, I don't want to say mainstream, but a little more defined instead of cartoonish, I guess. Does that make sense? Hopefully it does. But, I mean, it's a nice logo. They did a good job. Obviously, I don't know if I'll be getting any more Norwich Sea Unicorns hats. I mean, why do I say that? I probably will, especially if they go on sale, but I am not chasing them out. Because partly one, so ordering from the team store, sometimes you can get the hat for a little bit cheaper or whatever, but generally when you buy from a team store, you're going to pay full price, so $35.99, which is better than paying $42.99. But the other thing is they charge $12 for shipping, and here's what they shipped it in. Let me grab the box. I had already put in some Funko Pops in it, so that's what I'm kind of using it for. Let me cover up, make sure the label's covered up. This is the box they sent one hat in. 12 by 10 by 8. $12 to send me the hat because they shipped it. And this, like, let me give you some context on how big this box is. As you're being like, oh, that's not that big. Okay, one hat. Oops, dropped my phone. One hat with paper. The hat was folded in. Bam, there's your context. I could fit like 10 hats in there. $12 to ship it. Now, the only beautiful part about the minor league stores is that when they do that kind of thing, you do get it relatively quick. So yes, just thought it was funny. Black underneath, made in Bangladesh, 100% polyester. So yeah, it's okay because this is the official last hat I needed in order to complete my baseball set. Thank you so much for watching, you guys. This is Mr. ML Hats PHC signing out. If you liked the video, hit the sub, hit the like. Again, thank you so much to Kyle Otronic 5000 / Kyle K for the huge assist on the Princeton's race. See you guys next time. ML Hats PHC out.